As you can see, I have not turned the speaker on properly. I've looped it, there we go. That should be better. You can see that we are a little bit short tonight with a little bit of sickness about and babies being born and things like that. So there's just the four of us. Andrew.
Hello.
Lewis. We have Erin as Isabel.
Hello.
And Richard, who, yes, his nameplate is nowhere near where he's sitting, but it is Lolliputs.
Hi everybody. I also play Gary. Biff Hardblaster.
Mm-hmm.
Duncan Knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
Copernicus Meatball. I don't know if you've met him yet. Several other people.
What was the lawyer?
That was Duncan Knuckle.
That was Duncan.
I think we met Copernicus, didn't we?
Was he? Maybe. I think he might be the CEO of the Coterie of Heroes.
Who was the guy at the front of what's the Elven city called again?
Oh, the salesman. Hang on, I'll bring up my
The
aliases.
salesman.
No.
Yeah.
Derailed already. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
The man of many faces.
Please continue, DM. I'll with his stuff, and I'll interrupt you later.
I don't know what I was going to say next, to be honest. Yes. Thank you for everyone who came and had a chat with us at the Central Coast Comic Con.
Biltong Carruthers.
That was it.
Yeah.
Brothers. How could I forget that one? It was great to see people and have a chat about what we're doing and what you're doing and all those fun things. As you can tell, I'm not entirely healthy either. So I'm not going to do any talking tonight.
Oh, aren't you? Pure RP session just amongst the players. DM sits there.
That's
And
not going to go well.
Unfortunately,
I immediately start a fight.
as a part of all the carnage of sickness and Comic Con and things like that, we didn't do our recap properly this week. So, I will recap briefly, unless Lolliput would like to discuss his point of view on previous events in returning to the Silver Veil, but it's entirely up to you.
I can explain it in kind of vague pictures of emotion because, like everybody else here, I've come to the session today completely unprepared. I know I got a cloak last week, and that was pretty sick. So
We never confirmed exactly what they were. We did at the end though, didn't we?
we did.
Yes.
We did. So Lolliput is feeling somewhat conflicted about returning to the Silver Veil and putting himself in a position where he has to either confront or reconcile with his family. On top of this, the Queen has, in no uncertain terms, asked Lolliput to be a double agent on the Lethenway House to find out once and for all what they're up to and why they've got a strange relationship with the dark elves.
Yes, the dark elves.
The darkest of elves. A race of other dark elves who are, let's just say...
Darker.
Thank you, Andy.
Yes, well, for those watching for the first time, or perhaps tuning in, there are two races of drow within the world. There is the Elves of the Silver Veil, of which Lolliput is a member, and Kithris.
For now.
Maybe. And there are elves that live deeper underground in the Vordrathi elves, who are the sort of traditional evil, Loth-worshipping drow.
I mean, evil's a label. I'm just going to say it, guys. Evil's a label. We don't know really what they're up to. Let's just not judge them. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
We get down there and there's like ritual sacrifices going on everywhere, and we're just like,
oh,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a fentanyl epidemic.
Yeah. They're all ice addicts.
But they throw great parties.
Anyway.
They do. They do throw great parties. It's like, I don't remember which Matrix it is, but when they're in the city.
Zion,
yeah, that's what they do.
Just array. I still will say that I even though Slytherin is supposed to be the evil house, I still think they would have the best parties.
Yeah.
Right?
They would.
Everyone would want to go to a Slytherin party.
Mm-hmm. You want to drink some snake blood? Ah!
Yeah!
Everyone else.
Isn't that why people go to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, that's why I went. I stayed for the roadie.
Alright. So on that note, I was doing fine and then it got dark and I'm really struggling.
It's cold
So,
and...
I apologise in advance for the coughing that I'm probably going to do. Especially when these guys make me drop lots of things at the same time.
Yeah, just more law, please.
Yeah.
More law, please.
Please, sir. More.
And hopefully we now have some music coming through. There we go. Alright. So we'll pick up. We left off in our last session a couple of weeks ago now with the group walking into the study of one Lorelei Lothenway, the matron of House Lothenway. And she has just greeted you as you entered in.
Oh, yeah.
I seem to remember the session ending with a bit of her eye rolling me, which is becoming a bit of a trend in the Dark Elf Society.
Maybe something happened.
Hi, Muggsy.
Hello, Lolliput. Welcome home. Has been quite some time. How
Yes.
have your travels been?
Well, and I kind of flick my displacer cloak back over my shoulder, revealing my Lingari outfit. As you can see, I've grown some. I've walked many miles and done many great deeds. Deeds that I'm sure shall be talked about in association with the House Lothenway for many, many years to come.
Yes, I've had word of some of your deeds.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, he's got some horses apparently.
Now, never mind the horses, Mother. Tell me about the deeds.
The deep horses.
Never mind those deep, dark horses.
Well, it appears you've been off circumventing some of the work we've been doing.
Like, yes. What do you mean?
Well, were you not involved in the dispersing of certain artifacts that we had been planting to spread the blight and weaken the Imperium?
Mother, I am all for weakening the Imperium, but with blight, with corruption? No. I will not have this associated with House Lothan. Oh, sorry. I have some guests here, as you can tell. My betrothed. Come here, dear.
I walk over and I'm just like,
Eyes.
Yes, Mother, your little boy is getting married to this knockout.
I could definitely knock people out.
Be that as it may.
And we bring her sister.
This is my sister, Isabel.
I'm saying that in can.
Half sister, the half human part of me.
Pleasure to meet you.
Like that, is it?
Yeah, I'm not full elf.
Half-blood.
I'm a half blood elf.
We
And I
signed
like
a-
really make a point to show him these,
Oh, this is going swimming.
which aren't as big as normal elves.
We signed a prenuptial. No, don't worry, no.
Well, I certainly hope so. Because, and you look around and you can see that you are in her private study, and you knew that Lolliput was from a fairly well-to-do family, but looking around you can see just how wealthy they in fact are. I thought that that would have been smart from the start. Hopefully that's a bit better.
Got our tech support in chat going,
Yeah.
get the mic closer to Luke's mouth.
I
Yeah.
gotta say, I actually kind of like the husky, sick voice thing you've got to go.
That's not the problem. We need to hear it
Yeah,
better.
sorry, that was me more playing with the cameras before. Thanks, Nat. Problem child was causing all sorts of chaos.
Problem
again.
child is dead.
Yeah,
Sitting
this
there,
one
it's
is
freaking
Yeah.
dead.
Anyway, you can see that there is in this private parlour. You can see that it is plush velvet upholstered furniture, deep purples and blacks arranged around the central study table that she's sitting at, which is made of a deep onyx lined with silver. Stop telling me to eat the mic. I'm very hungry. And you can see that all around on the wall you can see family heirlooms and paintings that are adorned with rich and rare gemstones. This is not uncommon to you, Lolliput, but it really does show those who haven't been in House Lothaway before, in the manor, just how wealthy Lolliput's family actually
hands to
is, and it is
yourself.
quite an impressive sight.
Yep.
So,
As I like do that, and it's
so I hope that there has been
Something
something,
appears.
because
Damn it.
all of this belongs to me until I decide to pass it on, and I must approve of any of these unions.
Yeah, well, Mother, don't you worry. This one here, my love,
this
is
is momentary. Like
oh, she's top notch.
I can feel it.
Whoa.
The romance.
Feel her arm.
Yes.
you want romance? I'll show you romance.
No.
And I grab
No.
you and I smash a big pash on you.
No, I'm definitely resisting this.
Alright.
Are we?
Yeah, roll with dexterity.
Oh, baby.
If I try and force it, is that rape? Is that?
This is
Yeah.
let's just say I am trying to pleasantly resist it.
Pleasantly resistant. I'm pleasantly trying to give you one, but it's I won't put too much effort
Andy,
into
stop
it.
talking, please.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Be
Jesus.
worried.
What am I doing? Acrobatics.
Acrobatics, or you like.
Constitution for me, is it? I think this is a saving throw.
Yeah, so you're doing. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to dodge out of the way? Or just.
I think I am just trying to not let her get lip to lip contact.
You can do Constitution for that.
Lip
Ooh,
to
And
cheek,
you can
that's
do a
better.
dexterity check to see how dexterous you are to maneuver.
16.
Lolliput's mouths.
18.
Oh, yeah.
I get
No.
I get like what cheek,
Yeah.
It's one of those awkward where you're not sure which side of the face to go.
but he's doing it intentionally.
Yeah.
Classic Lolliput.
See, look, so much romance, so much. What are you doing?
I can feel the love.
Ah,
That might be too much love.
now,
Well, we can discuss this later on once we've had a chance to look at your breeding. I suppose. Only the finest.
sorry, you're going to
will be
watch.
welcomed into. Going to check her lineage.
Oh.
To ensure that she's of the proper caliber to join House Lothenway.
Of course.
What have you been doing, Lolliput? Of all the ridiculous ideas,
Which one?
watching you breed.
Oh, well, I look,
Where
Mother.
have you been?
I have to say I've been hearing some somewhat disconcerting rumors about yourself. So if I am jumping to conclusions, I think that's only natural. Icy stir.
Yeah.
Have you something to say?
Snap.
Lolliput?
You know damn well I have something to say, but my dear-in-law, I won't have you stand here and watch this family argument, so please, I'll show you to your rooms.
Of course. What's close by and then I can nick?
God damn it. I knew you. I knew
You
it.
can see that closest to you. There's a small statue on the desk nearest your side, and it looks to be a tangle of sort of vines and trees of the Silver Vale. And it is in a silver and onyx. About
Okay, yeah. Something I could definitely take with me. I'll pick that up as I'm being led away.
Go ahead, make a sleight of hand check.
Can I give her advantage
Sure.
by making a distraction?
Sure.
You see me eyeing it off, and you're just like, I know where this is going.
Yeah, we all know.
And one more thing, Mother. I think you and I really need to clear the air, and we'll do it at the typical place, at the typical hour.
26.
I swear 12. So,
Jesus.
so can't add 14. So you managed to pocket that thanks to Lolliput's distraction. Very well. I will have some. Well, they can go to the guest quarters. You know the way. I'll have someone down to look after them and feed them and to assist them in getting around the house. And we will meet you later.
You know where.
After dinner.
After
Yes.
dinner!
Shall dine in a civil manner.
It will be civil! And I slam the door.
You go, child. Alright. So,
We're in the hallway. Wolf just looks at you and goes, I know so much more about why the way you are the way that you are.
Everything makes sense.
Pretty cool, right?
you are welcome to describe the passages and rooms that you lead them to. And you can add to the creation of House Lawthornway
Oh,
if you
it's.
would like.
I'm-
I do have some already down if you like
Oh well, let's weave them together because all I really want to add is very very mansion-esque, high ceilings,
that. Yep.
tapestry, lots of really awkward portraits that have been painted of
Yep.
generations of Lothenway
That's-
standing.
You do walk through the Ancestral Gallery, which is a series of paintings of mostly the matriarchs of
Feels
House
like they're
Lawthornway, but
watching
every so often you do see the male members popping in. But mostly being a dark elven society, the matron is the head of the house. And you can see that Lolliput is fairly typical looking for his family, I would say. There are a lot of resemblances that you can see. And so you begin to wonder, or you understand why he is very regularly disguising himself
Oh,
because it would be
Jesus.
very difficult to operate
Yeah.
with this close of resemblance to his family looks.
It's like they're all clones.
Sure loves
Yep.
it.
With your passive perception, Isabel, you do notice that they are very well hidden, but all through the house there is iconography to love. It's hidden within paintings, it's hidden within the statues and other pieces of furniture and things like that. And it's usually weaved into sort of tree roots and things like that at first look like representations of the Silver Vale or even the Heart Tree. But with a closer look, and particularly having seen the ring, you do see that there is iconography for a lot of that. And your experience with that family signet, you can see it everywhere very plainly now. You've seen the trick to the family signet.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Yeah, Isabel's just kind of staring at a statue for a bit longer. Like,
I immediately run to my childhood bedroom and open the door
Oh.
and just discover there's just like spiders everywhere. Ah!
blood.
ding, ding.
But I reach for my teddy, which is like I originally thought was a lovely heart tree made out of felt, and it's just like a big. And now I just all see is a big spider. Wah!
They're like hidden Mickeys.
Oh my god.
Some of them are very obvious and some of them are very well hidden.
Oh yeah, it's on the wall.
You're like, you just point at one and I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
spider.
I can see it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my! I start taking out my ascots, my cravats.
Oh,
They're on the ears.
such a gay child.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Well, here are the guest quarters, right across from my room. And as you can respect, my dear, we won't be sharing a bedroom until after the wedding night.
Boo.
I know. My loins do urge for passion for you, but we must wait.
Oh dear Lord.
Is that sarcasm?
Hmm?
Do you want me to sneak in later on?
No, gosh, no.
And we
Nope.
sort out those loins of yours?
I would like
It's not
nothing
just-
more than that. My dear, do not come into my room. Though if it's a hard no from me.
You couldn't stop me even if you wanted to. But I'm going to respect your wishes.
Oh my. Okay.
Anyways,
Thank you, I think.
so do we have separate rooms, or are me and Lilith sharing one?
Oh, you guys each have 2 rooms.
Lovely.
House Lothenway is so big.
They do have like an antechamber and dressing room as well as a bedroom and a washroom if you would like to bathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And fresh.
we're all fine from the last fight.
We got indoor plumbing as well. We got a series of enchanters to magic up some pipes. We have a small theatre troupe as well, which we bring into the house for a special room. I think they're currently doing a dramatisation of Punch and Judy.
And how does that play out?
Oh
It's-
no!
well, it's because it's
no.
a drow household. It's a lot of Judy wailing on Punch.
Fair enough. Alright. Is there anything you would like to do in this time that you have alone and to refresh and rest?
I'm totally taking the opportunity to have a bath. Lilith's just like muttering to herself the whole time. She's just in that big place and she's just like, sometimes I miss this. But then I think about the people I had to hang with. And the rage comes back. Anyway.
She was like holding something, and she was like,
Yeah, it starts cracking like a glass thing, and she's just like, puts it down. Takes out a little statuette. You, my friend, are coming with us. Boop. I'll go freshen.
yeah.
Isabel, anything you want to do?
I just might wander a little bit, just explore, maybe take a few looks at the photos and everything.
Go ahead and roll me a D10, please,
Woohoo.
Isabel.
I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad. It might be both.
Combat.
Roll for my kraken.
Oh, a spider kraken.
That's a 10.
A 10.
I don't know.
10 krakens.
A swarm of spider crabs.
In your wandering, you managed to find a large indoor garden.
Ooh.
There are bioluminescent plants that cast a ghostly light over the space.
Mm-hmm.
Their strange colours create an almost surreal atmosphere. There are dark, twisted trees and thorny vines filling the garden, casting long, sinister shadows. And casting your mind to the surrounds of the Silver Vale, they are not local flora. It looks like it is something from within the Underdark, and they have the heavy scent of exotic flowers. And there are small altars spaced around the garden, and there are various offerings placed on there.
Can I tell if the altars are for certain deities? Like, lol.
You can see that there are several gods there. So there's also the moon gods, the moon goddess.
Mhm.
So you've got Saloon, and you also have Sylvanas, goddess of nature, as well as you can see that some of them are disguised to also be worshipped towards Lolth.
Nice. Cool.
And there's this soft trickling sound of water from a hidden fountain somewhere.
I could fall asleep here.
She does.
You don't see her again. She gets eaten by a random exotic plant.
That's Isabel.
Yep.
What would Lolliput like to do?
I'd like to open the windows of my childhood bedroom, breathe in the air from the Silver Vale, survey my estates, and then climb out the window into the tree. It's a big oak tree that I think one of its branches kind of runs close enough by my window that like a childhood me could have climbed out there.
Yep.
And
It's a familiar path that you're able to navigate fairly easily.
clamber down one of the thick branches to a kind of bit of a ramshackled treehouse. You know, very at odds with this beautiful estate. Like it's very much kind of like a hokey platform hammered in with a couple of crooked nails. And I'm hoping to find my mum's in there.
She is waiting for you. You are much quicker than I expected. You were able to get yourself away fairly easily.
Well, I've become quite adept at spinning yarns, as you might imagine, Mother.
If you have something to say, child, say it.
Oh, I have something to say. Something to say, all right. And I write in the dust of the treehouse, is anyone listening?
Oh no, I sent my guards away. We're all safe here. We are well warded in this place.
Mother,
I'm sure friends have snuck in somehow.
if only you had told me from the start. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that we worship Lolth? I went out there like a babe into the woods with no knowledge of this whatsoever until we stumbled upon your machinations as I was trying to live up to the example that you set yourself.
It is a secret only carried by the matron of the family.
You must
And
now.
we are sworn into the service of Lolth, but we must hide our connections because of our people's religion and the hatred and bitterness and, well, hatred's probably the right word, towards our religion. But we maintain the old ties. Our family has always followed Lolth. Will always follow Lolth. We seek to bring her back.
To release her from the bastion.
You have travelled far.
I have
Learned
indeed,
many
Mother.
things. Yes, we wish to release her influence back into our world. Her ability to appear here and influence events is tenuous indeed.
What makes you think she can't influence events, Mother dear?
Well, she can't influence, but it is her ability to directly involve herself has been greatly diminished.
And what future? Sorry, Mother, I didn't just talk over top of you.
That's okay. Please.
What future would releasing Lolth bring to this world?
Well, Lolth seeks standing and power among the other gods, and her increase in power increases our power.
But to what end?
Well, we will rule the Silverveil. We will rule all the Drow.
And then what?
Well, what next? After the Drow, perhaps the world?
And after then?
Well, I'd be happy with that.
Oh, so there is an end to your ambition.
Miss Pinky and the Brain.
I seek only to maintain the power and influence of my family, as my mother did, and her mother did, all the way back.
Mother, can I tell you something?
Of course.
I had an audience with Lolth herself.
Interesting. Her eyes light up and she leans in. Tell me more.
I was beset by the goddess of madness. Her claws and influence seeping into my very being. And I beseech Loth. I will admit I had hoped to pit them against each other. But what I found out was a little more illuminating than that. You see, there are forces who are trying to open the bastion as well, to release all the gods. Good, not so good. Elindra, the goddess of madness, haggled with me. She said a great power would wipe everything clean. A great darkness would come. Someone that she herself served. And Loth stood up for me. Now, she may have done it for her own machinations, but I had gone from despising your actions, and I still don't endorse the rot that you've settled in this world to achieve this end goal, but I went from despising your actions to looking at myself as, well, maybe I'm not too different from Loth. Her virtues of lies and subterfuge are things I like to do on occasion.
You always did enjoy sneaking out.
And there's other things, Mother. And I'm trying to work out if this affinity I feel for Lolf is something I have decided upon myself or something which is thrust upon me.
Yes, well, you do have a very strong connection to Lolf.
You don't say, and I summon a shadow spider from the ground itself. That's a shadow spider.
Yes, it is.
I made that.
That's very impressive. Your powers are growing.
What's going on, Mother?
What do you remember of your early years, Lolliput?
Well, I know I mostly had to entertain myself. I had my plays, and I had my characters, and I had my ensemble show, which you didn't come to. But I remember it being kind of lonely, to be honest. You were off having your adventures or running the households, and I was left at home in the manor just to while away the hours.
Having my adventures. It's an interesting way of putting it. A way of ensuring our future successes, but very well. When you were very young, Lolliput, you perhaps don't remember, but we made a pact on your behalf. Well, yes, you were given
It's just your spider.
certain abilities through your connection with Loth that bound you to her. Perhaps how she was able to appear to you and offer such guidance and influence over you. A ritual was conducted that gave you certain powers. As you looked at the shadow spider, and it tied you to Loth's service and our family. It brought us closer, in greater favor for when she returned. So in essence, you are perhaps drawn to your kinship with Loth from powers and matters beyond your control. But you also seem to quite enjoy that kind of life. Loth isn't necessarily an evil goddess. She does sow lies and deceit, but often to have outcomes that benefit many people, particularly our people. I'm not sure if you've looked around, Lolliput, but the Silver Vale is not what it once was. We lose land, we've lost people, the Empire pushes forever west. We sit here While she sits there on her fat ass on her little throne, staring up at that bloody moon in her chamber. Does very little. It's time that we took our rightful place in this world.
I do see your point, Mother. And in my travels, I have witnessed great evils done by good gods. The triumvirate themselves
She spits something.
shackling and torturing other gods for their own benefit, imprisoning ones objectively seen as good gods, and maybe other ones with more debatable allegiances. Did you know the Queen has asked me to spy on my own family?
I'm not surprised, but perhaps she... It's a little, not surprising, but to have the gall to ask a member of the family. I thought she might try some of the servants and other members of the house.
Did you know, Mother, that no matter what we do, the Silver Veil will end in ruin?
Oh, and who told you that?
I saw it with my own eyes. An immutable point in the future, as shown by the Redeemer.
Ah,
The great, there was the demon, wasn't it?
yes.
Great demon, Urgarath, laying waste to the Silver Veil. The heart tree in flames. There is nothing we can do to stop that moment. It is what comes before and after we have the influence to change.
Yes, and do you know what happens when the heart tree dies?
The bastion opens.
And
Well,
yes, it does. It's a lock or a key.
Lolth is free,
Yes,
but so is a lot of other stuff.
indeed, and also the queen is tied to the heart tree. If she dies, it dies. If it dies, she dies.
So I witnessed the death of the queen.
If you saw the destruction of the tree and its core, yes, indeed. And once the queen is gone, we are the most prominent house within the Silver Veil. So what comes after could be our ascension to a throne, which our family has aspired to for many generations.
Mother, I care less about the throne and more with what we do with it. It's for the people of this land.
There's not much point having a throne without people, is there?
Oh, well, maybe, I don't know. It's a cool chair.
It's a nice chair, yes.
I want to make myself really clear here. I am not Lolth's servant. I'm not. I don't serve anybody. I am trying to save this house because it's my house.
Our goals align, Lolliput, yes.
I don't think she deserves to be in there. I don't. And she seems like she's getting out no matter what.
It is likely, based off, if your vision is true, then they will all be turned loose.
I ask for your help to save the most that we can. That's all I ask.
You've said many things, Lolliput, that I need to consider closely. We did not think that the heart tree would be destroyed. We were trying to find ways of releasing them without weakening the barriers enough to perhaps assault the bastion when the barriers come down, but not destroy the heart tree. It is concerning.
Shall we hug?
It is good to see you. I have missed you, my boy. Come here. Give you a hug.
Mummy.
Despite your differences, she is very happy to see you.
Yay!
She is a loving mother.
Now,
Mother, my great violence.
I'm assuming that the Queen knows about our alliances with the Vordrathi elves.
She is hoping that I proceed into the Underdark to learn more about this connection. So, I think for appearances, it's maybe best if I seem like I am acquiescing to the plan.
Oh, very well. Look, we have an alliance with the Baron of Coralan, Alexander Zolundar. He supplies us with assassins and spies that cannot be traced to our home, to our family.
What was his last name? Alexander.
Zolundar, Zolundar.
Yeah, I think we got that at the start of last session.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, probably. Now, he has come in very handy with supplying us with operatives that can get in places we can't. The Vordrathi have very close affinities with the shadows. They can pass almost invisibly in most situations. His goals align closely with ours in regards to the seizing of the throne, but he is a ruthless and cunning man, and he's driven by a hatred for surface dwellers.
What?
Well, our family has a close alliance. It will be okay.
And I point towards Lilith and Isabel's rooms. Wow.
Yes. He seeks to restore the rule of the Vordrathi elves over all of the Dark Elves, but this is not necessarily supported by the majority of his people.
So what's our play?
Well, I need to contact him, and while you're down, well, I would like to send you down there, which will help with your charade with the Queen, but I need you to contact someone down there. A champion of Loth. Seems you have a strong connection, and perhaps we can find out of other ways around this destruction of the Heart Tree. I do not like the idea of sitting and waiting for our people to die and our forest to burn. Maybe we can get in, get them out first.
Sounds good, Mom.
There has to be another way into that bastion. You say that the Triumvirate have locked them away. How do they get in and out?
Mm.
These are questions we need answers for. I need you to go into the webbed cavern. The Baron will know exactly where it is. So find your way to Coralan, make contact, and seek a guide into the webbed cavern. It is there you will learn the mysteries of your past and perhaps some ways for us to move forward.
Very good, Mother. We shall set out on the morrow.
Excellent.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the truth.
All right. She takes her leave.
All the mics.
Dropping all of them.
You still have a dinner to attend if you would like to go and attend
Fuck
the
yeah.
banquet hall.
As if we would miss dinner.
Mr. Street Food over here.
The banquet hall
is a place.
is a place that is designed to impress and intimidate guests and official parties in the Lothenway manner. There's a long table made of dark wood stretches from the length of the room. The surface is inlaid with carved and sculptured scenes of drow victories and conquests in silver. One notably against the Imperial legions when they first turned them back almost 100 years ago. High-backed chairs upholstered in rich black velvet line either side. Overhead, a massive chandelier of black iron and crystal casts a cold, flickering light. And the walls are decorated with rich tapestries and paintings of both the Silver Vale and other subterranean cities that you do not recognize. Throughout, you can see very subtle symbols of Lolth's worship, now that you know what you're looking for. At one end of the table, of the hall, there is a small raised dais that holds a smaller, intimate table that is reserved for members of the Lothenway family. And it is here that you can see that a small meal has been placed or laid out. And on what does House Lothenway serve? Lolliput.
I think it's spicy.
Spicy food.
Yeah, I think
there's
it's
a kick to it.
yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I think we established in the city that there's like rice paper rolls and stuff.
Yes,
so
we did.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Southeast Asian kind of cuisine, like
Lots of mushroom-based dishes as well. because of the
Yes.
Subterranean fungus from the Underdark.
charred mushroom skewers.
Yep.
Or beef Wellington, perhaps, or a roast Wellington, as I would call it.
Yes. Bullet Wellington.
Yum. Yeah, all that sort of stuff.
So you do pass away a nice,
You passed
wonderful, rich
What?
dinner.
All right.
Oh man.
Is there anything you would like to do while you're at
New
dinner?
character.
I'll hand it over to my companions here.
I'm just pointing at those pictures of the ones that we don't know of the cities. I'm just like, where's that one? What's that one?
That's, of course, Jarlsberg.
And that one?
That's
That one is Corallan. That is your destination. It's one of the Vordrathi cities
Oh.
beneath.
yeah. I was going to take
We are distantly related to the Vordrathi elves. We
What about that
elected
one?
to stay on the surface, or come to the surface, and they elected to stay in the dark. They are interesting people, a little bit different to the elves of the Silver Vale, but they're nice enough.
Oh, you don't say, Mother.
They're pretty nice. I get
Yes.
along well with them.
Well, maybe an introduction might be in order. Then I throw a wink to you guys.
Lilith looks at you and goes, "Is there something in your eye, dear? Let me have a look."
Ugh.
Or like get like one of your
Fully
little
intent to give
thingies
you a
and
letter
start
of
wiping your
introduction.
eye.
What? I only say for me, of course, assuming the stewardship of House Lothenway eventually, perhaps I should meet these Vordrathi elves and form alliances.
That's why you're going down there.
Yes,
I think that's a great idea.
you know, because of the plan.
Oh, I know. I'm backing you on.
Shakes her head. Oh, my house is doomed.
The bloodline is dead.
Yeah.
The house is doomed.
Is the banquet hall full, or is it just ours?
Just you.
Just
Just
ours?
your part.
I'm just going to stand up and make a
Oh, I forgot the name. What was the name of
The
the
matron.
one that you fought?
Oh.
Yes. I sent a party to meet. They were supposed to meet you.
right.
Where is the? They were arrested, I believe. I'll have to go and see the Queen and get them released.
Oh,
Let me go further back.
yes.
That's a lot of episodes ago that I actually-
They.
I don't know.
I think they were killed.
She wouldn't dare kill them.
Sorry. No, I'm sure they're fine. They're definitely dead.
We need all of the forces we can get. The Empire is on our doorstep.
You're right. No, I'm sure they're fine. But this meal is scrumptious, Mum.
Sandra.
Yes, where is she? Where is Sandra?
I mean, we barely spoke to her. We more saw her in passing. Was she one of the ones that picked us up at the tree as well? Oh, that would have been awkward for you guys.
I would have. I definitely would have. I mean, I didn't know that. I think you said it, but I said Lilith was just like, I don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
I'm fully. She's fully. You're just like sitting there and just going, who?
You know
Who are you talking about?
that one that you. They've heard.
You're gonna have to be way more specific than that.
Never mind.
Do you know how little that narrows that down?
In the cave.
No. Me, even smaller.
Where he found out about.
You know, my shocking revelation, earth-shattering.
You had a shocking revelation.
Shook me to the core.
She's got this like sly grin where she's just like, she's like just full bullshit. She's like, oh, that. No, I knew about your shocking revelation. But, yeah, she was quite forgettable, wasn't she? Barely put up a fight, to be honest.
Mother, are you okay?
I'm fine. I dropped something.
She's like so.
Let's see if I can find.
She's like so in shock of the stupidity. She's like.
Oh, I'm very much used to that.
Can I roll for awkward silence?
Please.
Lil's just like sitting there, like tapping her chin with her, like a very.
Isabel's just finishing her dinner happily.
I got a 2, so I think
gonna eat
that's
that?
either really awkward.
Really awkward,
Yeah.
very awkward silence.
He didn't.
Kind of stare at each other for a while. Even the servants are just sort of going. Eventually, she pushes her chair back a little bit. Now, before you go, Lolliput, there is one last thing that I must show you. It will assist you in making contact with the Baron. But it is for your eyes alone.
Very well.
It's just like.
She waves to the servants. Take them to their rooms.
I'll see you later, my dear.
Can't wait.
Let's go. She gives you like a.
Oh.
Psychic damage.
Starts burning your head. You're like,
It's like a pact.
yeah. Oh, Fey packs are coming.
So once the others are gone, she stands up and leads you back into her study and reveals a secret hidden trapdoor in the floor that leads down a fairly long way. There's about, you descend about 100 feet down into and arrive at a vault door. You have never seen this part of the manor before. And she places one of the family sigils on it, and it opens magically. And inside you can see that there are a number of treasures and artifacts dedicated to Lolth. The air is cool and dry, and the shelves display ancient relics. You can see enchanted weapons and what look to be cursed items. In the center of the room there's a pedestal that holds a dark crystal orb that is pulsing with an inner green light, and its surface is etched with intricate spiderweb patterns. Now this is, or has been passed down through our family for many generations. And she picks up that crystal. You are going to take it. You are going to protect it with your very life, and present it to whatever greets you in the webbed cavern.
Yes, the webbed cabin. So
I-
I had a complete mental.
when you say whatever,
Yes, whoever or whatever.
It's abstract.
like small chipmunk should give to.
I don't think it will be a chipmunk.
Okay, just whatever's in the cabin, I give this to it.
You're going to see a conduit to the spider goddess.
How big is the orb?
It's probably fist sized. It is fist sized and fairly easy to transport.
If you present this, your safety will be guaranteed regardless of what happens in that chamber.
And when you say my safety, does it encompass my whole party?
I do not believe so, but hopefully your journey will go well and you'll have no need of protecting the rest of your party.
Hey, no harm, no foul.
It will only protect the wielder.
Oh, okay. Cool. What about this other stuff? Can I take it?
No, you may not.
This one looks really cool. I pick up like a warhammer.
Don't think that you want that one.
Got it.
Bang! Clang, 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 clang.
What about can I have a look and see if there's anything I do think I could probably make use of?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
That is a 9 plus 1, 10.
10. Looking around, you see a few relics and artifacts that might come in handy. You see an amulet that is made of black iron and has an obsidian spider in the center. Then you see a fang-shaped dagger, a ring of dark green, and a staff made of blackwood with it has been carved into at its head. You can see it looks like there's a spider climbing an intricate web. And the spider has carved from obsidian and its eyes are set with tiny red gems.
Pretty.
That's pretty cool.
They kind of stand out to you. So amulet, fang-shaped dagger, a little dark green ring, and a staff.
So I kind of point them out and I say, Mum, since I am heading into parts unknown with the fate of this house on my shoulders, can I take these things here?
I suppose you could have the staff. It might come in handy.
What does that one do?
Well, it is the staff of Spider Command.
What?
Oh no.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh
It
no.
allows you to, well, command spiders. In a way, you can summon a spider to assist you, or a swarm of spiders. I believe you can already kind of do that, though.
That
you
guy,
can-
no, don't worry about him.
It gives you the ability to dominate the mind of spiders around you a few times per day, and it allows you to create a web centered on you, making it difficult for your enemies to get to you or get away from you.
Oh,
Restrain them.
yeah, that's a keeper. Pick that one up. What about this ring here?
Ring of the Spider Queen. Gives you resistance to poison. It allows you to communicate with spiders. And you can... I lost the last of it. It allows you to cause spiders to erupt from the ground in a 20-foot radius around you.
Wow. And now I can command them with the star.
They just attack and disappear.
Ah, that's still pretty good. I can talk to them. So I think these two would seem pretty good to work together. Good combo.
Perhaps. Well, you can take those if you like.
And
We do need to make sure that you are successful in your journey.
I mean, this will only help me. What about this dagger though?
Well, we can't take everything.
Oh,
Do you even know how to use a dagger?
no. I just thought it'd look cool.
Well, what it does is it allows you to poison your enemies when you stab them. It makes you a little bit more agile, and it makes you immune to poison damage.
What about if I gave this as a wedding gift to my betrothed?
Not sure that I approve of your decisions, Lolliput, but there is also the Web Weaver's amulet.
What does that one do?
Well, it makes you a bit more agile. You can cast a web at people.
You have to do this motion though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a very special triggering motion. Have to go like this.
and say go and go.
Trigger word, and also a movement is required to summon those webs.
That's canon
Of
now.
course.
So if
Of
anyone
course.
takes it.
As is appropriate.
Let's go.
Spider look. Spider look.
Mother, I will make a
That's what
plea.
love does.
Now, we have not many days left. I don't think we should be circumspect in the amount of effort we put behind this. I would like to give the amulet to Isabel, and the dagger to my love.
Want all of the items?
I mean, there's other stuff here, but I feel like these would be appropriate for our journey. We are heading into parts unknown, and the fate of the world itself may rest upon our achievements.
Make a persuasion check.
I
Guys,
think
wish
you're
me
doing
luck.
it.
I'm doing this for you guys.
Amulet of the Web Weavers. I don't
They
know.
don't even pay attention to you.
I don't even care anymore.
We're not there.
Yeah.
That
just
is
in
a 12 plus 5
Tweeted.
is 17.
You make a compelling argument, Lolliput. Perhaps you are correct in this. It is vital that our mission succeeds. You may take all of these items.
Thanks, Mom. And I stuff the orb somewhere secret, which I'm not telling the audience. Because then little.
Describe.
It's in his
Many
mind.
things he's insinuated.
Yep.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
what did the Web Weaver amulet do?
The Web Weaver amulet.
That's what I'm getting, right?
Oh, I mean, you guys can have the dagger if you want. I don't mind.
Okay, so
Just you guys.
the Web Weaver's amulet requires attunement. Delicate piece of jewelry, blah blah blah. We can talk about. It is crafted from black iron and adorned with a central obsidian spina around. Oh my god! A web-like filigree, tiny rubies set in the spider's eye glow faintly. It gives you the ability Spider's Grace. While wearing this amulet, you gain a +2 to dexterity saving throws and checks. You can cast the web. You have web sense. You can cast the web spell at will without expending a spell slot.
Do I have to do that?
Yes.
Damn it.
The webs are semi-sentient, and you can sense the presence of any creature touching them.
What's the dagger called again?
The Venom Fang dagger.
Is it a official dagger of venom?
It is not, I don't think. It is. Also requires attunement. It allows a venomous strike. When you hit a creature with this dagger, their target must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, which takes an additional 2d6 poison damage, and be poisoned for 1 minute. The target repeats the saving throws in each turn. Spider's agility. While attuned, you have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned and immunity to poison damage. As a bonus action, you can use the dagger to exude a toxic aura for 1 minute. During this time, any creature that hits you with a melee attack takes 1d6 poison damage, used once per long rest. And I'll put all that in Discord
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
you
thank you.
later on. I'll schedule it shortly. You can have a look at in the break because I need to have a throat lolly. I think I've got some strepsils somewhere. The other one was the Ring of the Spider Queen, which allows you to summon spiders. As an action, you can summon a phase spider to serve you.
Ooh.
A phase spider acts on its own initiative count, obeying your mental commands. You can only have one phase spider summoned at a time, once per long rest. Spider Queen's Embrace, you have resistance to poison damage, and you can communicate telepathically with spiders within 120 feet. As an action, you can channel the Fury of Lolth, causing spiders to erupt from the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on you.
Christ.
Each creature in the area must make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw. Why did I make that so high?
That's very high.
Yeah, I'm going to roll that a little bit because it does a lot of damage as well.
I'm
15.
okay with alright. That's
Takes 8d6 poison damage.
DM, give us the DM nerf.
yeah. I'm fine with that. How many is it?
8d6 poison damage on a failed save, half as much on successful, once per long rest. And then the staff, which we went through.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
I'm sure you will make very good use of these items, Lolliput. Be sure that they do not fall into the wrong hands.
Yes. I will.
Very good.
We have a walking wrong hands here.
What did you say?
What?
I could feel something. Something's coming over me. I do not feel good about this.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, she just suddenly just goes,
I feel like I've suddenly made a terrible mistake.
I've made it. The consequences of my own actions.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lilith gets it. She's like, cool. And just throws it behind her into like an abyss.
Get your rest. Get your rest, son. You will require it on your journey.
Oh my god, I forgot the boot. I forgot I got the boots of speed.
You are speed.
I
You
am
guys are
so.
drowning in magic items all of a sudden.
I know, I don't have enough achievement slots for all this. look at those magic items.
Here, hold this.
Yeah, use my cloak of an elven kind.
I'll do it individually in the book. Alright. We might take our little break there because I really need to go and rest my voice for a few minutes. Thank you for joining us so far. We will be back in 10 minutes. Stick around as the party will make their way down into the Underdark. What will await them?
Woo!
Dun 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 dun.
Lots of stabbing.
Possibly. Not too much because we couldn't get the combat camera working.
Lots of stabbing.
We will see you very soon.
See you soon. Shaka bra.
A bit of a shake. This.
Yeah. Lilith totally does that to like everybody, just like Mr. Bean in the Mr. Bean movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like being at work.
As everyone might imagine, it's an incredibly offensive gesture to the Silver Veil people.
Yeah, you've stitched her up.
Isabel is the smart one.
I'm sorry about her. I'm sorry. It's a marriage of convenience.
There's like a couple there, and I just walk up and go.
A few of the all shake their heads. You can see that they do have a lot in their minds, however.
Oh
like-
my lord.
Look, when it's all said and done, Isabel, you don't have to stress too much. I mean, they're thin drills anyway.
I'm very much
Which is
not
an
stressing.
Elven word. Do you know Elvish?
Do I know Elvish? I don't think I would. I know Halfling and Infernal and Undercommon somehow.
Excellent.
How do I know Halfling?
Yeah, everyone just looks at you. What the hell is this person talking?
Yeah,
What language is this?
I don't quite understand that. Lilith, but
Oh, that's okay. You don't need to. But
It
like, they're just.
sounds rude.
No, I don't think so. It's accurate. Are facts accurate? Is that like a thing on this plane?
Completely.
Or can they be rude?
Facts can be super rude
Can be.
too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So saying the truth is not necessarily a good thing all the time.
White lies are nice here and there.
Oh, I'm good at lying.
I know.
But they're lies to not injure.
Yeah. They're little lies.
Oh.
Injure free.
So a white lie is not to hurt somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of like non-lethal damage.
But why do you even do it? What's the purpose of it?
To not cause any more conflict or upset anybody in the process.
So let me get this straight. You use them to not upset people because facts or the truth can hurt.
Yes.
So you do a little lie so they're not hurt.
Exactly.
It seems overly redundant.
How about we can give it an example?
Oh, yes.
Lilith,
Mm.
the smell of rotting blood that's coming off you
Mm.
is not completely abhorrent.
See, that's a lie.
You're right.
But it didn't make me. I know if you told me the truth, it would have upset me. It's not rude. It's the truth. I'd just be like, well, that's
You're
fair.
you.
Maybe I'm not doing it right. Isabel, you have a go.
I'm not even going to try.
Love it.
Okay. No, I've got nothing. I don't understand the concept.
Did the stream disappear? There's my thing not loading.
Yeah, what happened there? Are we like offline yet? Or did your machine just die?
Oh,
Oh no,
we're
it's
good.
just it's a black
Yeah.
screen on her little thing she's trying to watch.
The effects were still happening.
Oh, the effects are still going, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way down as you begin your descent in the underdark. The air grows increasingly cold and damp. The faint light from the surface begins to dwindle to a mere memory. It's followed by the oppressive darkness as the rock walls close in around you. What is our marching order?
Well, who can see?
Put Kithris at the back.
I can see. I'll go front.
I can't see.
You can't see.
No.
Nope. No,
No, you've got a lot
human.
there.
What do my
Woman.
human eyes see?
Lolliput and we'll
Isabel,
put
what do your human eyes see?
Nothing.
I ain't see shit.
Quite frankly, Lilith, I can see jack shit.
Isabel, take my hand. I shall lead you through this darkness.
She puts a hand on his shoulder.
Okay. I'll try not to be offended by that.
Yeah, don't touch his hand. They're clammy.
You said you liked it.
It was a white lie.
Oh! They came
Oh,
back.
it's stunk. It stunk so bad.
As you continue.
Actually, these are very good. I see what I can use them for. I can set you up for hope and then tear it away from you.
It hurt more than if you just told me outright.
Good.
As you continue your descent, you notice that a soft glow begins to pick up around you as the phosphorescent fungi begins to glow a little bit, giving you a little bit of dim light to see in, allowing Isabel to begin to make out some of the shapes around, and providing those with dark vision a little bit more detail. Every footstep echoes unnervingly as if the caverns themselves are whispering secrets to one another as you descend.
The catisms. Lilith's at the front, so I get Lilith to make a perception check for me as we continue down. That is a solid 6.
A solid 6.
I remember why I stopped rolling the red dice.
You note that the walls are starting to a little bit damp and wet, and there's sort of a musty, damp smell as you continue further down. But you can't make out much more than that in the shadows about you.
Could I use my newly attuned Ring of the Spider Queen to just send out some feelers in 100 feet radius for spiders?
You are able to sense different types of spiders in that 120 feet radius. You can mostly tell that they seem to be like the sort of small garden or rock spider sort of variety. Nothing big or overly sentient at this stage. But you are able to catch their thoughts, mostly around hunger and feeding or sleeping, but nothing aggressive or overly detailed that would indicate any sort of form of sentience.
I just think about that bloody spider in the sand meme. And then I put the sand on it, and then I get up and I walk over here.
More sand.
More sand. You have obviously not seen that.
I'll send it to you after.
Thank you, Isabel.
If anybody out there knows what I'm talking about, send it in the Discord or chat, please. Isaac, I'm talking to you.
Please spam us.
Isaac's got to know about that.
Yeah, surely.
I will get... how many chambers have I created in the Underdark one?
Oh, no.
I'll get someone to roll a d12 for me, please.
Isabel.
Go, Aaron.
D12.
Don't stuff us up, Aaron.
It's too
No.
good.
No 10,000
promises.
krakens.
8.
8 krakens.
8 million krakens.
Shit.
8 swarms of krakens.
Oh, no.
That's his secret. The random encounter tables are always all krakens.
So you have to look them up. Just kraken.
How many of them?
I want a one shot where it's all krakens. We play as krakens and we traverse krakens.
Look, I can do it if you want. I can do it.
Yes.
Yeah, and the big bag can be like a big kraken hunting boat or something.
For the 100th episode,
It could be Captain Ahab.
Yes.
That's the big bag.
Jesus.
We have closing on 1 year now, actually. The path continues steadily downward, twisting and turning for about 3 or 4 hours until you stumble into a cavern that is overgrown with towering fungal formations. Looking around in what Isabel can't really see, so
You two are looking around. I'm just.
do you have superior dark vision or just dark vision?
Just regular.
Just regular.
Yeah, just 60.
You do make out that there seems to be large mushroom stalks rising from the ground, and their caps disappear into the canopy above. And the air is thick with spores as your eyes begin to water and your throat begins to itch. There's a weird multicoloured glow from all the various bioluminescent fungi. Distorted shadows that dance across the walls.
Wolf is just like sneezing.
My dark vision is 120 feet, if that makes any difference.
You do manage on the edge of your just at the edge of your vision to see a series of dark shapes darting between the stalks of different mushrooms. You can't quite make out what they are.
Is my ring picking up anything?
There are definitely spiders present. Nothing unusual though, no.
Okay, guys. So
Oh.
there's something in the stalks up there. Something big, moving quick, and according to this ring here, not spider-based.
Not spider.
Do you want me to get a better look?
Well, only if you feel like it. If it's not an immediate threat to us, then maybe we just proceed on our way.
I can assess that. Stay here for a second. So I'm going to cast Mage Armor first, and then second level Invisibility on myself.
I cast Small Talk with Isabel. So
And I will maneuver on up.
Lincoln stole the things I wanted to do.
Oh, do you really?
Exactly.
how good you Small Talking?
We are definitely doing
Small talk, small talk.
Theater of the Mind, imagination,
They might have got into that.
Small talk.
stealth.
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth check for me.
Small Talk.
Fuck.
Is it good
4
fuck or?
million stealth.
Yeah, nice.
2 20s.
2 20s.
Double nat 20.
Lil's just lost
Yeah,
it.
Double nat 20.
Double nat 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, double nat
Oh my
20.
goodness.
Get a photo of that one.
Yep,
Yikes.
definitely getting a photo of that one. And ladies and gentlemen, if you also want to roll double nat 20s, Roll with Advantage has really great deals, and please support our 12% off by going to the code in the carousel below.
He's using the dice.
If you roll double net 20s, do you just get dev mode?
I think I just win. Did I win D&D?
Won.
And that's the end of the campaign.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Lilith becomes God.
Yes.
Oh
She's-
God, no.
Lilith just goes, you know what? You know what I feel like doing right now? Changing fate. We're just going to stop the eclipse. We're going to stop the convergence. It's over now. The end. And it was stopped.
And the computer revolution.
Anyway, double nat 20, giving me a total of 30 for my stealth.
Christ.
You managed to sneak out into the mushroom, and the minute you step away from the group, you effectively disappear into the darkness, and you try and track down those shapes. I get you to make a perception or investigation check as you
I'll
make
do
your way.
investigation.
Definitely gonna come
Yep,
and
that's
scare
fine.
us.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. I'm being scared.
15.
You do see a large shape with long, spindly legs that is a little bit spider-like, but it seems to have a humanoid element to its front limbs and where the mandibles of a spider would be. It's about 150 feet away from the others. So not quite in range of the ring, but it seems to be spider-like in some way. You do
Okay.
catch with
Is
that
it just
roll
the-
the
is it
glint
just
of
the one?
metal in one of its end of its four limbs.
One or two of them?
You can only see one.
There's just one of them?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I sort of slink back, sort of like jumping down the stalks and sort of shuffling through, being real stealth-like. And I totally will just get right behind you guys and just be like, guys!
I knew you would do that.
Oh.
I bloody knew it.
Oh, am I getting predictable?
Maybe a little bit. I'd...
Stab, no. Oh my god, that's predictable too.
Christ.
Alright, there's a spider type thing, but it has like humanoid features, so it's like half spider, half person.
Oh.
That's disturbing.
How far away did you say it was?
Probably at least 150 feet or so.
That's why this thing isn't picking it up.
It must have scurried away from where as far as you can see, but if you move up, it isn't moving away, but I definitely think it's armed.
Is it intent on us?
I'm not sure. It just seems to be waiting. Perhaps it's setting up an ambush. I mean, we can post ambush it. you guys walk up, and as soon as it moves, I'll move up behind it and stab it.
Ambush the ambusher.
Mm.
We shall work out a hand signal. We could have found ourselves a guide in this place. But how about if I throw you the Silver Veil greeting?
Mm.
That's the sign for things have gone sour with my old telepathic ring. Stabby, stabby.
Oh, and okay, you do the Silver Veil one, and I'll do the Irillan Empire one that I learnt in Darling.
Oh, how's that go?
Everybody was constantly doing that to me, so I assumed it was like a hello gesture.
You
Peace
know what?
among morals.
Somebody was doing that to me. Isabel, what does it mean?
Say hello.
Say hello.
Just kidding, you do whatever. Yeah, what does this mean?
What does this mean?
What does this mean?
When they do it twice?
It means
Yeah, I had a few people that went like this.
Really? Really
They were like-
now? They were being kind.
Ah,
I knew it.
Yeah.
People love us.
It's a very
people
kind
in this
gesture.
plane are actually like, I'm getting used to being here because I just don't feel like I need to look behind my back constantly, like in the Unseelie Court, because you just get stabbed.
Oh, you're the one behind everyone's backs now.
Exactly. That's where I like to be, but it's not. It wasn't the case back home. Do you want to see all my scars? They're bloody everywhere on my lower back.
You do feel a consciousness impinging on the very edges of your senses through the ring.
Oh, I got contact.
He's moving in.
Spidey senses
Okay.
are tingling.
I will move into a better position if he gets close and it looks like he's going to attack or something. I will do my thing and you just do this.
Can I see it all right now, Luke?
Nope.
Okay.
You can see
Which is hilarious
what
because
mechanically would be
I'm
dim
invisible.
lights. So you can see in a dim light radius, but they're different bioluminescent lights all merging together, so it makes a weird kind of eerie glow.
Ah,
So you can see, but you can't really make out the specifics of shapes.
okay.
So it's kind of like a disco.
I might
Bit like a little bit of
accidentally
disco, yes.
stab you.
Thanks. Accidentally. So after a suitable amount of time has passed for Lilith to get into position,
Do you wish for me to re-roll?
Yes, because you've been talking. So double 20s probably.
Incoming!
Double ones.
No, 24.
24.
That's still
You're
good.
fine. Lilith once again disappears into the shadows.
Well, I'm invisible. So the whole time you were like doing hand gestures, I was probably doing prestidigitation to like mimic it.
yeah.
Yeah, alright.
I strike a pose and send out a telekinetically. I'm going to do this so everyone knows it's happening telekinetically. Greetings. I am Lolliput Lothanway.
What? Ooh.
Down here, my friend. My spidery friend. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
I am Chitan,
Chitan. What a lovely name.
and you are Lolliput.
Lothanway. That is correct, Chitan. Are you... Is this your land?
There's a bit of a silence. Not mine. Ours. Moving through.
Chitan. May I call you Chitan?
Yes.
Do you consider me a friend?
I don't know you.
Would you like to?
Where are you?
Down here on the floor, my friend. Come closer.
As you approach, you hear skittering from up ahead, and you see a large, well, medium-sized creature appear from out of the mushroom forest. And it does have the bulbous abdomen of a spider and 6 arachnid legs, but its front limbs are hand or humanoid arms. It has 6 eyes and the mandibles of a spider, but in a humanoid-shaped head rather than the flat head of a spider. Someone can roll a nature check if they would like.
Hey, I'm still like standing right
Isabel
behind
could
you.
probably do religion here. Yes, Isabel could do religion.
18.
14.
It's 12 for me.
It's a bit dark, Isabel's like.
Yeah, Isabel's. I think I know what it is. I'm not sure. Is it a spider? Is it a person?
And Lolliput's just dumb.
Strangely, Lilith has come across stories of these creatures before. That it is a Choldrith. Which, with that roll, Lilith knows they are devotees of Lolth that were created to lay eggs to create more of a... My brain work for a second. That would be great. As sort of leaders of colonies of smaller spider-like creatures, and they would lead those spider-like creatures into battle in the name of Lolth against her enemies. You know that they were part of sort of ancient history, and there hasn't necessarily been any known colonies in a long time. But you do know that they belong to Lolth, mind, body, and soul, and they do have elements of divine magic, or some can use elements of divine magic in Lolth's service.
Spider clerics.
Spider cleric.
Literally what they are now.
I'll just keep an eye on him, see how he's acting towards the group, if he's going to be friend or foe, ready to strike at a moment's notice.
So he approaches openly. You do get the ping of other similar consciousnesses on the very edge that appear to be observing what's happening.
As he comes closer, I strike a very formal bow. Very ornate. Lolliput Lothenway, at your service. Chitan.
Chitan. And he tries to mimic your bow. But he doesn't do a very good job based off his biology.
We are looking for the city of Coraland.
Ah, the elf people city. A long way down. Why do you go there?
On the service of... I take a gamble on this one. On the service of Lolth herself.
Perks up. You see the eyes glowing an intense yellow. You serve the mother.
I show him the Spider Queen's ring.
Interesting.
What?
What do you do for her?
We... Chitan, I mean no offense,
Yes.
but I cannot say. It is not her wish.
Secrets from the mother.
Secrets on secrets.
Yes. And these two.
He's,
And you hear the clacking of his mandibles.
oh, that's cute.
Oh well, this one.
She aids me, and thus, by extension, aids the mother herself.
Isabel kind of just show the web weaver amulet.
This is telepathically, but I like where your hunch is at.
Yeah.
What did you say, sorry?
I like kind of show my web weaver amulet.
Ah, yes. Very nice.
You would have seen the shiny ring and then.
Yeah.
Chitan, what aid may you give these weary travellers, servants of Lolth herself, on her quest?
We have our own. And now he's out in the open. He starts speaking aloud in Undercommon.
Ooh,
So
I understand.
Lilith is the only person around that doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Are you watching this, or are you still scouting about?
If it looks like they're relatively under control, I am just going to start doing a bit of a perimeter to see if there's any more friends of his. To truly see if he's alone.
Once the conversation sort of starts in earnest, you can see that there are you identify three others.
3 more. So 4.
They're not moving closer, but they're sort of just within distance to be able to oversee and monitor and hear what's happening now that it's being spoken aloud.
Yep.
We are searching for the children, rounding them up for the mother.
A noble work, my friend Chitan. Perhaps may I ask one boon of you?
What would you have?
We seek the webbed cavern.
The webbed cavern.
Do you know of this?
Yes.
Could you spare a guide to take us there?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh, hello.
Oh yeah. Advantage is always good.
Advantage is always good. So that is a 15 plus 5, dirty 20.
Yes, I can take you to the cabin. You seek Aranax.
Indeed I do.
Strong is your connection to the mother if you seek him.
Well, I don't like to brag.
Yes. Chitan will take you. Come. We go now.
We go now.
Okay.
Now don't be alarmed, we do have one other guest following us.
What?
She'll be along eventually.
Okay. She serves as well.
Of course.
Come then, come. He scurries off.
Follow.
Quickly now, quickly. It's a long journey.
I follow the group, but I am not uninvisibling.
Maybe a day. You look slow. Are you slow? Can you climb?
I can climb pretty good.
That helps. That helps.
I climb pretty good. I feel like I might have just put myself into a ragged mess there. I'm sure it'll all work out.
Yes,
Maybe.
of course it will.
Several acrobatics checks later.
Parkour.
Alright. I will get someone to roll the d12 again.
That's why you did so good last time, though.
Yeah.
Go, Richard. It's your turn now.
Those things are not in any of the other chambers.
At all.
D12. 5.
5.
I told you should have done it. 5 krakens. Wait, we're going down. Yeah. How many krakens? 1 kraken. 2 kraken.
It's
Too
all
many
krakens all the
krakens.
time.
Yeah, two is too many krakens. Count.
One
That's-
kraken is too
one-
many krakens.
Count. Stop counting. too many krakens.
Chitan.
Sorry, I'm gonna cough.
How dare you?
Give me a second.
Chitan, you sound unwell.
Yes, I am.
Is it the spicy flu?
I ate some bad mushrooms.
Oh, that'll do it.
Bioluminescent plants are not good for you.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
He scutters off and he sort of scurries back and forth in like an excited little dance as waiting for you to keep up because he's able to go over the obstacles quite quickly with his climbing speeds. It's like that scene in the Lord of the Rings where Gollum scutters off and scurries back.
Yeah.
Come on, come my precious.
Wait, what?
After a few hours, you come to a wide chasm spanned by a precarious-looking stone bridge. An abyss stretches below into an inky black void from which no sound emerges. On the far side, ghostly lights flicker, casting a ghostly glow on the cavern ceiling. The bridge itself looks unstable, but Chatan scurries on using his spidery agility to easily cross.
So my visibility would have gone down after an hour, but I will continue to stealth, trying to not be detected by him.
Alright, so you can roll the stealth check just to make sure we don't get double nat one on that one.
It's only a 15.
That's alright. He's got fairly low perception.
Okay. Or a 5.
I'm going to see if I can reinforce the bridge with a web spell.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. So
You gotta do it.
So you're going to use web to secure the bridge a little bit.
Yep.
So I will get you to make your acrobatics or athletics checks with advantage now that the bridge is a little bit more stable from the webs.
So it's either or.
Yes.
I have to do
Your
one
choice.
too, don't I?
And Lilith will have to as well, but
I'll wait for them to go first, though. Nobody's around to save me if I fuck up.
So I got a 19 plus 4, so 23.
Alright. Lolliput just scurries straight across with relative ease.
27.
And Isabel just flies past as if walking on air across the webs. Do not slow her down.
Moonwalking.
oh. And lastly comes Lilith, stealthing and skulking across, trying to remain hidden. The moment you step on the bridge, you feel an overwhelming sense of being watched, though.
Interesting.
We're all watching you
Acrobatics?
fall.
Yes. 16.
16. Lilith gets across fairly easily, navigating the webs without stepping on anything precarious or getting caught. It's a fairly smooth crossing, but that feeling of being watched remains while you're on the bridge. But at the moment you step off, it seems to disappear, as if something within the chasm was watching.
She kind of like tilts her head and just and then keeps her pace behind the group as they continue forward. Obviously not being with you guys because I'm stealthing. I'm skulking at the back.
You continue down through the thriving underground ecosystem as you know, cavern after cavern passes. You see a variety of underdark wildlife floating about. You see a handful of floating creatures that Lolliput you recognise from stories as being dark mantles floating about in the underdark. You don't see anything that you would consider to be overly dangerous or notice anything humanoid in any way, until eventually Chatan begins to slow, and you can see that his excitement is palpable. Come, we approach the webbed cavern. And you can see, looking about as you progress, that the ground and cavern around you is becoming increasingly thick with spider webs. So eventually it opens up into a massively wide cavern festooned with thick white spider webs.
each strand thick as your arm.
Now I say to Isabel in a tone which I hope it will carry to Lilith as well. Isabel, and whoever else might be listening, I need to go into this cabin and see a spider about an orb, if you get my drift.
As you approach the cabin, you begin to feel thousands upon thousands of minds within the radius of the ring.
Oh,
Overwhelming.
what?
There's one particularly powerful.
All the
presence
spiders.
Isabel, before I black out, I just want to let you know that your safety is not guaranteed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he just dies.
And then he passes away.
They're all humming really loudly.
Oh, it's the ring, the ring.
It's the spider.
Oh.
Pop.
Takes the ring off.
So much better. Yeah, so there's a big spider in there. It may eat you. Just don't let it.
Duly noted. I'll
Yeah.
try not to let it eat me.
Thank you. Oh, conscience cleared. Pop.
Brah!
I proceeded to the cabin. Ruffling into my pocket. For the orb.
You can see that there are spiders ranging from your average sort of garden variety spiders to phase spiders to what appears in the distance to be the shape of something like a drider. And looking about, the cavern is immense. It is the largest cavern you have passed through by a lot. It dwarves several. In fact, any other cavern you pass through will probably fit in here 5 or 6 times over. And it looks as though there are a number of large pillars leading up into the darkness. And through that telekinetic link that you've got with the ring, you can feel a sense of hunger tinged with curiosity.
Hello? Aranax. Are you there? My name is Lolliput Lothenway from House Lothenway. And I come with this. And I hold up the orb.
So Lolliput's the only one that's got in so far.
Up to you guys.
Yeah, I catch up to Isabel and unstealth. If with the, I think the
Chatan?
yeah,
He's gone in. He
did go in. Okay, I sort of grab you. It's just me.
Well,
I'm not even invisible this time. You can see me.
I cannot see in the dark that well. Yes.
Oh, that's true. Are we going in? Is this a him thing?
I'm unsure.
How sneaky are you? Are you relatively sneaky?
I can be.
Maybe we
From a distance.
head around and just keep an eye on him from a distance.
That might be a good idea. I don't think we have a well standing with spiders.
Spiders are spiders. Plenty type creatures in the Fae, but I think, if we sneak in and let him do his thing. If he needs help,
Yeah, well,
I can get him out. Do you want me to make us invisible? Will that be better?
that might be a bit better.
Let me just triple check. I think if I outcast it.
When you reach out telepathically, you feel a vibration in the webs around you. And you notice that 2 of the pillars, or what you thought were pillars, lift up. And they are in fact humongous spider legs.
Oh.
Fold down, and above you, you see the pinprick of light begin to appear as hundreds of eyes open.
We're stealthing in, and
Yeah.
I've upcast an invisibility on the 2 of us.
Oh yeah.
So I have advantage. 29 for me.
19.
You're entering into the
24.
chamber.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just finding some cover near the entrance. So keeping an eye on Lolliput. And I've
Now, to clarify,
Holding
the
you.
entire chamber is covered in spiderwebs. And so the minute that you step onto those spiderwebs, the vibrations ring through the chamber as Aranax responds to Lolliput. You seek me. You have a gift from the mother.
Yes, great Aranax. I bring you this.
And so you guys come in just in time to see these humongous spider legs that are about 60 feet in length begin to fold down into that curl that spiders get as these huge fangs close down around the Lolliput. He is dwarfed by this immense spider head, which is about 10 foot across.
Ooh.
Is it like a giant daddy long legs? Yeah. Okay.
The bulk
No
is the
bueno.
legs are huge.
Yeah.
The body's big, but not.
But the legs are
proportioned
just like.
because it allows you to sort of crouch into the chamber. And they're super creepy looking.
That sounds creepy looking.
You are awesome.
You are a thing.
You serve Loth faithfully. Her blessing is upon you.
Sure.
Why do you come into my domain?
ASMR.
Not really sure, to be honest. My mum asked me to bring you this.
Me mummy.
I thought the quest would continue.
Takes it. Aranax takes a swig of water. 1 second.
Yup.
Your mother is known to us.
Aranax. May I call you Aranax?
Yes, your friends do not need to hide from me.
Oh. You're not going to eat them, right?
Well, that remains to be seen. My children are hungry.
Sorry,
I'm just like,
guys.
shit.
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 Isabel, look less tasty.
I, while invisible, just like flump face down,
That
butt
makes,
up, and I'm just like,
that makes you look more tasty.
does it?
Yes,
Can't see what I'm doing.
Isabel just pulls it up.
You're like, back where I? Oh, what is this? What are you, are you presenting?
Aranax, I seek the protection of drow lives. A calamity is coming, and the mother
I sense the
needs to be
walls weakening.
released in a way that does not release the other darker presences contained within. Do you know of what I speak, Aranax?
Yes, the prison. Mother's prison.
Do you... What aid may you give us?
What aid do I give? I cannot. What do you need? I cannot leave this place easily.
We are looking for a way to enter the prison without the destruction of the heart tree.
Yes, the prison. The prison exists somewhere, yes. It must be present on some plane somewhere. There are ways across the plains. You just need to know which thread to pull.
And how do we learn, Aranax? How do we learn which thread to pull, which web we must cross?
I do not know the secret of traversing plains, but the mother can speak to me here. I feel the tangled web of her connection, weak as it is. It is the prison of the gods, perhaps. On their realm, there is a way in.
Do I still hold the orb in my hand?
Yep.
Lilith, Isabel,
Yes.
We're not here.
I like your friend.
maybe you should come a little bit closer to me. I'm going to try something, and I'd rather you be within the whatever protection this orb offers. If I go a little bit limp, if you know what I mean. On the plus side, you may come with me.
I dismiss the invisibility as I'm like, oh, that's not bloody working. Should we just like get out of here?
Okay. So
Oh, he's gonna do something stupid. Come on.
I've done this once before. Surely it shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna
No.
try and pull on that thread that I pulled on last time to connect with Lolth. I'm going to use the orb hopefully as some sort of conduit.
Alright. Roll a D100.
Oh no. Only good stuff can come from this.
Okay guys, let's do this.
Do.
I got 56.
56.
The world ends.
56 spiders.
56 attack.
Plague be upon you.
That's how much damage you take.
You are able to make connection. It is much weaker than the previous time when you confronted Lolth and Alindra. And there's no physical manifestation, but you feel a connection to the consciousness of what you believe to be Lolth. There's a good one. There. So you do have what appears to be a bit of a conduit, and as you reach out, you into the gem and try and reach that strand, you notice that there is a connection within the chamber through the webbing of Aranax that sort of crisscrosses across the various planes of existence. And you can see that while he is physically present on the prime material plane, he appears able to sort of connect to a interplanar web network. Whether or not he can travel through that, you don't know, but you get the feeling that that is how he communicates with Lolth.
Okay.
And you seem to get access to like an interplanar spider network.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, very much the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Yes. Spider-Verse. Okay. Excellent. So
Unfortunately, Lolth, while you feel the connection, there's a distraction and distance to it. Unlike last time where Loth was quite present and aware, conscious of the connection.
Loth, can you hear me?
There is no response, no. But you feel that the message has gotten through, but there's no acknowledgement of a need to respond. Or ability possibly to respond.
We aim to open the bastion. Lend us what aid you can. And I'll end the connection.
Your connection is strong with the mother.
Thank you, Aranax. In my connecting to the mother, I was able to pick up a thread within your own web, something that you touch on the planes.
Yes, it connects us to the mother, to all of her children.
Can you show us this thread?
It is. Yes. Perhaps we can do that. And he doesn't necessarily seem to move his body, but his legs do sort of split down through the webbing. And you can see at the very bottom of the chamber there is a quite a thick steel-like web that has a pale green glow to it. You seem to think that might be the nervous system of this web network.
Web work.
Web work.
Interwebs.
You bring me
interwebs.
to it.
Too quick. That's essentially what he's designed here.
I bring Isabel and Lilith up to speed on what's happening.
Yep.
Perhaps you can travel along this or another route. It is impossible to say.
If only we had somebody here who had experience with traveling between realms, between planes. Someone who could harness
The veil weakens.
this.
Perhaps it will be easier now.
Oh, are you talking about me?
Who are you talking about?
If only. Maybe should we just go down and experiment with it? Let's try kicking it. Have you tried kicking it?
Oh, this is definitely not. I mean, if you're going to do it, yeah. Is this safe? I don't think this is safe. I've travelled between planes.
What?
Well, you know I'm not from here.
But you said south.
Yeah, but it's not on this plane of existence. The Feywild is a realm that's basically a copy of this one, where Fey creatures live.
And it's to the south?
As much as being a completely other plane of existence that lives underneath yours.
Oh, this is hurting my head. Okay, so can you show us how to use this?
No idea. I didn't come that way.
Right. Well.
But you want interplanet travel? Like, are we using this thing, or do we want to go back the way that I came?
And get into the Celestial Bastion through there?
Well, I don't know if they can, but my benefactor who got me here might know of a way.
That is possible.
That seems like a good lead. I mean, we're already here. Should we give it a poke?
If you want.
Are we ready to give this a poke? I feel like this is
I just definitely think that without clear direction of where and what we're doing, we might end up anywhere in the multiverse. There's a lot of places that I don't particularly want to end up.
How you wanted.
And then there's a bunch that I actually wouldn't care.
This would be some interesting research to have if we do end up somewhere.
There is a city I know of that it speaks about in some of the tomes back home that's literally got all of the knowledge of the multiverse. And if we end up there, you're gonna have a conniption.
Oh, I'm
Isabel,
I'm
what if
never
we end
gonna
up
leave.
there? What if we end up there?
I'd be
We'd lose Isabel. We'd have to do this just the duo.
I'd be overjoyed.
Kithris seems like she's gonna have theological debates with Falsus for the rest of her life.
An eternity of Kithris and
the
Faustus
monastery would be wonderful.
theological debates.
Maybe they'll end up in. I heard of this other plane. It's like where there's like law and order and basically
Dun, dun.
people just. Yeah, there's a lot of this sound every time the clock strikes. It goes dun dun, and but they basically have debates for like forever, and they those two could just like sit on like in a court and just talk about how crap. What's his name is? I don't even know what his bloody god's name is half the time.
Oh, Elder Thax, you forget. Oh, I just
I keep forgetting because it's the same. It's like similar to that human town we went to, Elnest.
It is. Well, so the green glowing steel thread is below us.
Yes.
Is it? So is it something we could easily get down to?
It would take some climbing down through the web, but there's a safe-ish path through the webs that you feel safe enough that eventually you could get there without too much exertion.
Look, I just think, we may as well give it a pat and just see what happens.
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice. The mother flipping dice. You guys down? I mean, I think we can put this to a vote. All in favour of poking the weird glowing web?
I mean, always good to poke weird glowing things.
Yep.
I don't think we'd get anywhere if we didn't poke it.
Hey, this sounds like an agreement.
Well, we outvote the only person who's not speaking, as I like. She's outside somewhere.
Alright, well, hopefully she'll catch up. Let's see if we can find the user manual for this.
Alright. Climb down to the web. It takes a little bit of time. We can assume that Kithris, I think,
Yeah, I'll
is
go grab
with
her.
because
Nat is watching, so she's made no
She hasn't said
Complaints
she's not
or-
coming.
Yeah.
assertions that she's not entering these strange.
She's probably
night
watching
fun.
because she knows that if I was like role playing her tonight, it would just be Kithris going, "But why? What would you? I am the Redeemer, chosen."
No, she's the Redeemer now.
I attack with my lantern.
It's the fear every one of us have when we don't attend.
Yeah.
When
The
we don't
curse of
attend the
Andy.
stream, is that Andy takes control of our characters.
And
It's gonna happen to everyone eventually. All right, roll me a D100, please.
Oh god, we are going to end up
Richard.
in bloody nowhere.
Alright.
TPK. TPK.
Everyone wants to get home in time for CSI.
Yeah. She's heard Law and Order. She's like, yeah, let's get some of that going tonight.
Alright, what's the number you want to hear?
There's a scale. There's a sliding scale of what happens.
Oh no.
77.
77.
Oh,
That
no.
wasn't a good sound.
Oh no.
All right. So as Lolliput reaches down to touch the glowing green thread of web,
He does.
he does.
you see that
Oh, I'm not touching that.
as he
touches, you can see that there's like a ripple effect in the web, and like you look down and your finger seems to stretch unimaginably into the distance, and then your hand goes and your arm,
What?
and you feel yourself pulled forward
Can I
at
roll?
lightning speed.
Can I roll to do one thing?
Sure.
I want to grab Lilith.
Oh, no.
If he manages to beat my AC, he can have it.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll it. Yeah. As an attack roll.
As an attack roll, with like any what pluses would I add to that?
Just your unarmed. No, well, melee attack. So
All right, so I've got a 14. That's my base. I'm assuming I have proficiency on top of that. Yeah. So 17.
17? No,
Yeah.
you miss. You reach
Well-
out for Lilith.
he grabs a hold and I just go, just swats him.
And to the rest of you, as Lolliput reaches out, he just melts into the web. Like his body literally melts as if from poison.
Before we decide on that completely, what else would I add? So I don't do unarmed attacks very often.
You really?
So proficiency
Strength.
and strength,
Yeah.
not dexterity.
Yeah, it's strong for
Damn it! All right.
Yeah.
You get out of this one.
As he melts and disappears, I look over to you and I just go.
But to you, it's the sensation of your body elongating and
Should we just
stretching into
leave?
infinite distances, and then eventually, you sort of see it in slow motion, and then your mind goes forward, and you flash into a vast void realm, where you are surrounded
Oh God.
by a darkness, and beneath you can see an intricate, endlessly crisscrossing strand of colossal spider silk.
Is he just having like a space odyssey?
So, I got a bit caught up in my description there, but effectively, you've come in and you're sort of being jerked forward across the plains, and above you is just a dark black void. But as you look below, you can see this endlessly crisscrossing network of like super thick spider webs that seem to stretch and intertwine off into every direction all at once.
Wow.
There are different colours within that pattern, but you can't seem to make out any identifiable, deliberate pattern.
Am I getting any
You
pings on
feel
my
a
spirit?
soft thrum of energy pulsing through them.
Am I getting any pings on my spider rings?
You are getting 120 feet, and you can feel some monstrous spider-like mines below, and looking down you can see these gargantuan spiders that appear to be patrolling and maintaining this intricate web network.
I'm going to wait a beat to see if my trusty companions join me.
You've just seen Lolliput melt into the spider network.
I feel like there's just a moment that all three of us are just staring
Yeah,
at that
just-
thing, just like, no.
No.
But if it's some sort of teleportation, it hasn't incinerated him like it clearly looked like it did.
Absolutely.
We should probably go with him because he's god bloody damn useless without us.
Alright.
I touched the web.
Isabel will also touch it.
Yep. Assuming Kit touches as well. You have that same sensation of, initially at your fingers and you see them stretch off and you're looking at your hand and then your knuckles
This
go.
is so
And your
weird.
wrist and your elbow is just jerked forward. And you feel like you're in a million places at once. And suddenly you snap to standing on this, behind the Lolliput, on this network of crisscrossing webs. Each strand is like a huge sort of thick iron bridge cable in width. And it's got a pulsing energy.
Where are we? Is this final space?
That's horrifying.
Wow. We're here, the Spider-Verse.
Do we just like walk down this and find the bastion? Like, what's the go here?
What if
There's a
we
lot of webs
fall?
here.
Hang on, wait, let me ask for some directions.
Beep, beep, beep,
Hi.
beep, beep, beep.
I'm Lolliput. I'm hoping for
You
some
sense a connection to those minds, but there doesn't appear to be any acknowledgement or ability to
Actually.
respond back. They just seem to be going about whatever their task is.
They seem a bit shy. Alright, can I just do a maybe an investigation check to see
Yep.
if I can work out some sort of pattern?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, that's not good. That is a 6 + 1, 7.
No identifiable pattern.
Sorry, may I then use, which is something I rarely use, my magical guidance to burn a sorcery point to re-roll that?
Go ahead.
Feels like an appropriate point to do it.
I start now.
It's a waste. It's 9 plus 1 is a 10. Shut up!
It's difficult. The air is thick and heavy. There's an acrid scent of ancient magic pressing against you. Breathing feels laborious as the void presses in from above, and the mesmerizing pattern of crisscrossing webs plays havoc with your brain, and you just can't really make out any sense of the place whatsoever.
I think I'm having a panic attack.
If I look back, is there a way back to where we were?
Looking back, there is just the endless branching of the webs behind and void above.
Right, so
they
we've just
basically
been
appeared in the middle of it.
jumped in here.
Strand.
Right, there's no way to get back.
You're welcome.
Does it look like a long way down? Does it look like a long way down?
Below, you can just see a riding mass of these webs, and the void all around below. You can't see any sort of firm ground or anything like that. It's just a crisscrossing spider web pattern.
Alright, you just take a seat before you throw up. Let me try and work this out. I'll take a moment. You give me a hand, Isabel. You're pretty smart. Get some reference. No, get these and start getting out like bits of paper and stuff, and just basically gonna try and do an investigation check with advantage.
Go ahead.
Investigation, you said, yeah.
Yep.
That's only a 16.
It takes a while. You're looking around. The pattern, there's no discernible pattern within the mess of webs itself. But eventually you reach down and you touch a strand, closing your eyes to focus your thoughts, and you feel it respond to your intent, and you can't understand, but you can feel that there are messages that are traveling across the network between the followers of Lolth, and it's humming with thoughts and prayers towards the Spider Queen. And you get the thought that connection to Lolth is the key to communicating with the webs.
So
with the interwebs.
I walk over to Lolly and just go, alright, I think I understand.
Yeah.
Snap out of it. Actually, very cathartic. Can I do that again?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I think I understand. It's going to be your connection that helps us here. Basically, you need to focus your thoughts into the web itself and feel where everybody's prayers, they're kind of like conduits across the multiverse, and any being that prays to Lolith this is kind of the threads of those connections between Lolith and her followers.
Okay.
So if you focus on it, we're looking for where all of these prayers, all this power is going.
Okay.
And we should be able to follow that to the heart, which means that's where Lolliput. Lolth is, and that's where the Bastion will be.
Okay. Alright. I think I understand. I kind of place both my hands on the web, and I try and tap into that connection to Lolth.
Yep.
And follow where the thoughts and prayers are headed to.
Alright, so as you place both hands, you feel a strange sensation, disorienting sensation, as reality seems to twist and shift around you. And you understand that this web network is a place where Lolth's power is absolute. And for those who serve her, it enables them to fulfill her will across the multiverse and remain connected to her designs. And you can feel her present in every pulse and vibration of the strands as a reminder of her dominion and power within this place. And you feel as though by honing in on that, you would be able to trace it back to its source and travel to wherever it is originating from.
I think I can do it, guys. I think I feel it. I think I could take us to Wolf.
Then let's go. End session.
That's like a perfect spot to end.
Yes. We're going to end our session there. That was a great spot. And it's pretty much on time, which is great. Always handy when we get on time. So thank you for joining us. And hopefully we will see you all again next Thursday for session 27 as we explore where we have Lolliput has mysteriously transported our friends, our group, using the interwebs.
I like how we're just like, we're in a void, no way back. You're like, you're welcome. I'm just like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. It feels definitely like that moment in every RPG, just as you're about to enter the boss fight, and then you just can't go back.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like the mode
I was
pops
like,
up,
oh, we've
Definitely
gone.
time to save right now.
this is
Yeah.
a point of no return.
Save.
Sci-fi
Save
fantasy,
scum,
this
save
giant
scum.
door, this little save point. Like, I wonder what's through that door.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you for joining us. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good time.